Hey everybody, welcome back. It's actually Saturday today. I've been very busy throughout the week with other things, so I haven't been down to the garden as much. I've been down to water and things like that, but that's about it. Me and the girls popped down yesterday to get some strawberries and raspberries and things because they're fucking lovely at the minute. A couple of new things, a couple of new toys, so to speak, and also what I'll be picking up this afternoon as well. So let me get out of here and I'll show you the new stuff that I'm getting. New toy number one. I'm getting a new stick for my phone because it's a bit awkward holding my phone with the one hand. So what I've done is I've bought this is basically a selfie stick. So I've got that to come around, and I've got the button on the front here as well, so I can just end and put it on and stuff like that. So put the phone into there, turn it around, this extends. There we go. Happy days. Might look like an idiot, but at least the footage will be a lot better going forward. So that's new toy number one. Toy number two, I'm getting a new car. So I'm getting a new car, bigger car, so I can take the seats out the back and things like that, and I can use it like a little van. So happy days for me as well, so I can get more stuff in the back of there. More space and things like that, and I'm going to put in, it's also got a roof rack as well, so I can put pallets and stuff on the top and anything else I can get. I'm waiting for some ratchet straps coming, but I'm very pleased, happy days. We've got so we've got them, so that's number two, and number three later on. So I've got a couple of hours, so I'm going to get in here, I'm going to get tidied up, I'm going to get things dug over, check on the progress of things, and see what I can get done today. Now, I did mention at the end of last week's video about little Kyle going for an operation on Thursday. Thank you for everybody for their well wishes and things like that. Pleased to say that operation, everything went well, and he's recovering now, so he's doing really well. He's been very good lad, very brave and things as well, so I'm very happy with how things turn out with him. And it's just a case of waiting for things to heal, basically, which will take a little bit of time. But I have been down, like I said yesterday, and I've brought some stuff down, which I'll show you very quickly. We're in the polytunnel. I've got big Zac tomatoes there, I've got big Zac tomato there, and I've got a big Zac tomato there as well on that side. So that's got its first big bloom on as well. As you can see, I've taken off the rest of the flowers as well. This one looks like there is one on there as well, but I need to have a look on these in any case. I have to have a look on these too. Everything else in here doing fine. I've got grapevine in here on the 3-litre air pot. I've got sweet potato in there. I've also got a sweet potato on that side where the other leek come out. I was in here doing a bit of measuring and sorting out earlier yesterday. I've taken the covers off the blanch leeks. To see if we can get in there and we can have a look. So they're doing all right. They need a bigger, a taller cover on, and that's something else I need to get done today, because about 6 to 7 weeks before my first ever leek show, and the leeks that I've got that I've shown promise, that are basically the larger ones, they're going to need to be blanched up, put collars on, so that we get a nice white base of the leek. So that's something I'm going to do this morning. So I've got to pick a couple of these ones to go with, so I'll do 4 of them. To be honest, I could probably do them all, but like the big ones in the middle here, but I don't want to. I want to pick a few of them to go off, and I'll blanch them up. Blanch, I mean collar. So we'll I'll do that one. That one's a definite. I'm thinking for a matching pair, this one and this one, once I tidy it up at the bottom, of course. So I've got a couple of leeks which I need to tidy up. Other than that, I've got a couple which are a lot smaller, more uniformed, but they do need to be collared up, so I'll have to get them done. Then I've got my backup ones which are on this side, the Betty Blacks. These are all covered, but some of them are covered in rust, which is a shame. And I have noticed as well, I was a bit disappointed, to be honest. I've got that caterpillar, the leek moth. Look at it, little blighter. Couldn't believe it. I've got Vidate in the bottom of the hole as well. I've got a good sprinkle of Vidate. I managed to catch him in this one yesterday. Look at that. Look at the mess he's caused. Bloody pain in the backside. But it is what it is. They're getting 2 of the leeks. But everything else is alright. But yeah, that's a task which I'm going to get done today, and in fact, will be the first task I get done, because it's probably the easiest task to get done. Just outside the tunnel here, it looks like we've got some more lilies opening up. Absolutely lovely, these. These are supposed to be pink. Whoops. Looks like they're all just red. They're the same as these ones here. And they're the red lilies, the large bulbs. So I'll be taking these home today. I've still got some more at the back, which aren't quite ready to be opened. I've still got some of these ones as well. Happy days. I'm pleased with the way these have all turned out. In the buckets, the flower buckets, I'll definitely be doing them again next year, because it was nice and enough to easy to move them around to sort them all out. Well, enough about that. Best get cracking on, because I can feel it starting to spit. So where do I start? So what I'm doing now is I've got my damp proof course, which I'll be using to blanch or to, like I say, stop the light from getting through to the bottom of the leeks. I need them to be about 6 inches. They need to be 6 inches to the button for the shows. So I'll have to do it just a little bit taller than 6 inches, I believe, in order to get a nice white leek. Now this here is 9-inch damp proof course, which of course is going to be a bit too big. So what I'll have to do is, I've already measured the leeks about 11.5 inches round. I'll probably do across here about 14 or 15, just to get the coverage and give it space to grow, and also probably just trim this down to about 6.5 across here. So let's try this out. Right, well, whether I'm doing this right or wrong, I don't know. You tell me. I'm just trying to, I've put too many in too close to each other in here. Another lesson learned. It's just I wanted to, if I remember correctly, I just want to get everything out and done and dusted. I can't see another spot on rust on here, so I'll just dab a little bit of bumper on that before I continue. And what I want, like I mentioned before there, I've got my, this is 9-inch. What I'm doing is folding it over to about 6.5 inch. Placing it around the base of the leek. Obviously once I've cleaned and tidied it all up. As you can see, the bottoms are green at the moment. So if I get them up and hold them up like that, put down the bottom, pull the damp proof around, just like so. So I don't want to be too tight. It also gives us a benchmark of what I'm looking at for the size of the button as well, because I need the button to be above where that is, but I don't need it to be there right now. Put them on loosely. Now I do have some Velcro, which would be a lot easier to handle, but for the time being, this soft twisted tie, just to keep that in place, will do me. Right, so there we'll have it. So there's I want that 6-inch to be white. Push it right up. I'm only going to put some soil around the base as well, just so there's nothing coming in there. There we go. So 6 to 7 weeks time, just before I lift this, hopefully this will be white, lovely and clean, unlike a lot of other stuff on the leeks. All these blemishes and everything will get marked down, but like I say, it's just a learning curve, to be quite honest. But there's one leek done. We'll see how that goes. But probably could have done it with a bit more space on these, but if I need to swap and change them in a couple of weeks time, I'll swap and change them. Another thing with my new toy, which I didn't show you, is that of course I've got the length, but it's also got like a tripod stand at the bottom, so I can just stand it up, which is coming in very handy at the minute. So I've got the mini one, and I've also got the big one as well, so it is going to come in handy, very handy indeed. A bit of nature at its finest. The fly doing it's the spider doing its job for us, keeping all the flies at bay. Thanks, Mr. Spider. Oh! That was no good, Mr. Spider. You didn't really do your job very well there, did you? Thanks, but no thanks. Okay, that's 4 of them done. I'm going to do a couple of more as well, because they're going to need to be done in any case. I will have to go through and do a lot of these. You can do this one of 2 ways, really. So you can blanch them like this. Alternatively, you can just cover soil around them if they're outside or anything like that. So you can like just block anything that's going to block the light off is going to basically blanch them, basically turn them white. I'm probably getting the wrong terminology with that, so I'll just state the covering up. Now, yes, these leeks look all right, but upon further inspection and closer inspection, you'll see. For this one example, look, we'll spot some there straight away. Now, this is leek moth. I've had a big problem with it this year, and the moth lays its egg in the leek. The little caterpillar goes up, munches on the centre of the leek, eats it all, then turns itself into a little cocoon, which is exactly there as well, then flies away. So this little bite has caused loads of damage this year. So I'm going to get him rid of it. I've been through a couple of them, not getting rid of some. Just want to help myself by dispatching that very quickly. So yeah, I've had a problem with leek moth this year, which is disheartening, but that's my fault because I haven't been keeping on top of them and I haven't getting sticky traps or anything and sorted out. Once again, so personal note for me, always make sure that you keep on top of the leeks. Don't do too many. In here I've got too many for the size of the space. It's difficult to work with, difficult to get in. It was difficult to put in even as well, and as soon as you get a problem with one, you get a problem with all of them. Like I've got rust as well in here, so I've got rust pretty bad on a few of them. As you can see, it's starting to spread on a couple of the leeks, which is a damn shame because I did have these all nice and clean. So once again, my fault, but next year will be better. This year's better than last year, next year will be better than this year. But nice to see these all there grown, and none have gone to seed yet, which is a great thing. I know a lot of people have been having problems with them going to seed and things, and that might be my luck. Might be good for me, bad for them, but maybe good for me, because if I get something on the bench and nobody else has, hey, I've benched something, I win. But to be quite honest, like I say, winning's not even in my mind, especially with the stuff that I've got here. But as long as I can get them on the bench, I'll be happy this year. So there's the leeks sorted. Like I said, I've taken off the covers for them ones. Like I said before, they're doing all right. I've not given them any attention whatsoever. They're grown, which is great. I mean, that one's the same height as me, that flag up there. I'd need to put longer blanch covers on. But I'm taking a step back from these now. These will just do their thing. I'll spray them, clean them up and everything. The carrots have all been thinned out. These are charisma carrots for Harrogate. I'll see if I get anything on these or not. I don't know. We'll have to see. I put them in very early. I've taken the bigger ones out and I've just left the ones that's already in. You've seen them in any case. Right, blabbering. Let's get cracked on with a bit more stuff. On to the marrows. Steel totem marrows. These are about 1, 2, 3.5 foot. 3.5 foot. Looking clean. I don't know if that's a bit of powdery mildew on there. It looks like it might be. I'll have to get my spray back out again. I don't want anything setting at the moment because it's too early. What I've done is I've covered the tops with covered the vine with soil. I haven't already shown you that before. So they're just pushing on now. I need to start covering. I need to cover the rest of these on as well. I'll have to work out the direction and where the best place to go with these are. I might have to do them in a U-bend. I might have to take them down here and back up again. I don't know. I'll have to work out. Or I might have to leave them where they are. I've got that one. I've got that one. That one's a little bit earlier. But it's looking healthy. Looking good. Right. Tidy up time. Checking on the giant carrots. See how they go on. And one of them was looking not very good whatsoever. So I've ended up pulling it. and there we'll go. It's a shame because this one started multi-head as well. It's one that was multi-heading. It was looked like it was growing all right as well, but never mind. I've got one. I've got the little one in there. That's a bigger one. I've got that one in there. I've got that one in there. I've got two on the other side to play with, but never mind. It's a mini heavy carrot. There's one bed done out of the 3. I've popped that leek that was spare in the carrot, place of the carrot, and I've dug up a lot of the mare's tail as far as I can get it. There's a bit there which I've missed. It's always better to dig it up as much as you can and just pick it up when it's at the top if there's stuff already in the bed. So that's one bed down. I've got them other 2 beds to do. I'll do them another time. I'm going to do a bit more tidying up. What I'll do is I'll just level it all off with a rake. I'll put the cover back over the top, and what I'll use this bed for is I'll put the mini chrysanthemums in here, just so I've got a nice show, because they're just wasting away up at the top in the top greenhouse there. That task done. That's the cauliflower cage that I had the cauliflowers in. A few of them had went to seed, but I managed to get some cauliflowers off it, which were good. What's going in here is beetroots are going to go in here, the heavy beetroots. So I do have to lift this blue cover up, because it's no good having the blue cover on, because the holes are too small. Then I'll get them put in. So I'll lift that up now. There we have the giant beets in. So I'm not expecting much from these, but nevertheless, that's them in, and I'm going to get them a good drink now. If I've got anything else to put in around the edges and things, I might put a couple of things in, like flowers or something, but other than that, that's them done. The rain's starting to come down. I'm going to go and pick some more of them sweet peas from across there to take home for my mum. Then I'm going to shoot off because it's starting to rain. Passing. These are the mini mums that I've got, that I've getting from my own stock. I've got pink, yellow and bronze. The bronze one. So I've got some at home to bring down as well, but I'll fill this bed up with as many as I can. That'll look nice and let us say keep the stock going basically. But that's a job for another day. Quarters. I couldn't resist. These are my raspberries, and I could just stand here all day. I'm not even focusing on news. The raspberries are too nice. And also, they make great little wigs for Lego figures. So, there you go, little raspberry head. Oh, lovely. Must get on, must get on. I'll be here all day. Right, let's get these sweet peas picked. Turns out me new car's got sweet pea holders as well. Well, there you go. It's just a cups holder on the back with a tray, but they'll keep the sweet peas up. Just put them across the back of there. Right, let's get going. Well, what have we got here? I'm going to get out of the van and I'll show you in a second. I've spotted this on Facebook. Lad was wanting to get rid of it. It's also got a full roll of plastic sheeting cover as well, which is far like brand new. The pipe work, I went to have a look at it because I didn't know how big the pipes were. I thought it was the same size pipes I've got my polytunnel across in the other garden there, but it's not. It's the big stuff. So I've getting 4 big tubes already pre-cut. Getting the scaffold bars there as well. I've already got some more scaffold bars if need be. And I'm getting a big roll of plastic, £70. Cannot go wrong. Cannot go wrong. And I've had a workout with John here about how big we can go to. And it looks like probably going to be able to get across 4 beds with a bit of working out. So that'll be next year's task. Because what I'll have to do first though, I have to clear off the bottom here. I'll have to build some raised beds how I want them. Then just sort out the tops afterwards, because more than likely what I'll do, probably just cover this area back over again. In fact, I don't know, I might do one or two things. Use it for pots, which would be a pain, or I could do raised beds. so I'll have to have a think. But get it while it's there. So I got it. So that's that done. John's busy admiring the sweet peas. Now I've just taken loads and loads of sweet peas off here as well. And look, that's absolutely tons of sweet peas. And let's say there was about 18 plants in there in total. So I want to keep these going till at least the first week of September for the girls, because I've got like a little show in the first week of September. But yeah, right, well, I've got to get going. I'm pleased with that purchase. Well, yep, I've got my pool presentation. So if you may remember that I won the doubles competition for 8-ball pool with my partner. So I'm going tonight to collect my trophies and to have a drink. Me and Leslie's going out tonight, so it should be fun. So I'll show you that next time I see you. But as of me from today, I'll see you tomorrow. Hello there, it's Sunday, the day after the night before. Me and Leslie had a really good time. I'll show you my trophy that I got for the doubles. They say it was a really good night. I'll turn you around, show you the front garden, and I'll show you the bad news basically. So all of these flowers are coming along canny that I've put in the front garden here. And of course they go all the way up the side there, and they've still got some things ready to bloom as well. There's some more cosmos coming through, and also the carnations there as well. These dianthus, I think they call it, dianthus. Not too sure. But I bought that cheap a year and a half ago, and that's flowering lovely. And also I wanted to set myself a little task. Now, I bought a couple of roses. They were indoor roses. And I wanted to make myself a task of making sure that I can get them to outdoor roses. So after a year, I can happily state that I've got an indoor rose to become an outdoor rose. Look at that, looks lovely. Just a little miniature rose there. Coming on the top, really nice. I've got a couple of them actually. There's one here, and there's also one across there as well. Over there, and that's a red one. This is a pink one here. There's a red one there as well. So it's all coming along lovely. I like these Sweet Williams as well. They're nice. Right, wait, let me show you. I'll show you the sunflowers as well. Not as big as last year's, because we've got the tops on. The tops are already coming up there, which is a shame, but never mind. I haven't really focused on it, to be honest. I've got that one, which is the biggest one, so I've got that one up there, starting to develop its head. So yeah, let me show you the bad news. So I went and picked the car up this morning. It was parked in a public car park, because it's just the way it turned out. We were going to drive back home, but we didn't. So arrived to pick the car up this morning and found it like that. I don't understand what goes through people's heads. I don't, honestly. There was nothing in it. They never climbed through to take anything. They've just walked past and just smashed the window. Honestly, I don't understand it. Absolute idiots. But never mind. Getting it sorted out. Got a new windscreen coming. But it's just disheartening, that's all. Right, I'm going to enjoy the sunshine while it's here. I'm going to go in the back garden and do a bit of pottering on. I'll show you how things are back garden. So here, just in my greenhouse, I've developed a little bit of a relationship with this blackbird here, and by the sounds of things, it sounds like our chicks have hatched. I'm going to turn them on very slowly here. So there's Mama Bird, eyeing me up, and I have heard some tweets, and they weren't coming from her, and you'll not be able to say anything. But as soon as I get a chance, I'll update you and I'll show you a picture of them. I've got some food. Just while I'm in here, I've got some Joe's Long Chili here, which are on the airpot. I'm just giving them a drink because it is warm in here. I need to steak these up, and but these are doing all right. And yellow tomato that I got off Grinder Dave, I need to sort that out. That needs to go into the next door actually. I'll take that through now. But let me give you a quick show what's happening in the back garden as well. So, new life in the greenhouse. let's leave her now. The second greenhouse here. Flowers are coming on all right on the hanging basket that's inside here. The mini chrysanthemums that I left in, I'm just going to leave them in this year, then dig them up. I want to mark them to see what colour's what. These will be my stock plants for next year. These are Mega Zac tomatoes, not the Big Zac. So the Mega Zac ones are actually smaller than they were smaller than the Big Zac tomatoes, but got some more tomatoes to go off. I'm going to keep these here. I want to put them in big pots. So I don't know what size I'm going to put them in yet, but the first truss is not yet on. I've just put these into the larger buckets here. I don't think there's anything coming out at the bottom yet, so there shouldn't be anyways. So I've got these up and I'm just keeping an eye on for the first trusses, which I can see there's actually, oh, hold on, there we go. That'll be handy if they're fused together, but we'll have to wait and see. I've got my loofah. The only one loofah that I managed to save is here. I'm going to leave this, I'm going to put this in a pot in the corner. I'm just going to leave it in here to do its thing. I'm going to tidy up all of these. So I'm going to have the tomatoes just resting over that side, and that means I can get in and get sorted out as well, because I'm not growing anything else at this moment in time. That's it, my seeds are done and dusted. It's just a case of trying to get everything out and get everything tidied up. Basket update. Mine, for some reason, they're turning around. I think it's with the weight. They should be up here like that, but for some reason they're falling down. I don't know what to do. Dean, what do I do, mate? They're toppling over for some reason. You never mention nothing like that for your videos. But yeah, I'll keep turning it round. I'll keep deheading them when I can dehead, but that's how mine's progressing. And Leslie's is over there and there, which is starting to bush out now. We're a bit worried about it beforehand. Hanging baskets are doing okay there as well. Better hanging baskets than I've had in the past, but still not as nice as I want them. But nevertheless, another hanging basket there. I've had a bit of a weed out here, so I've taken all the foxgloves out of here and I've replaced them with hollyhock. So hollyhock will be there for it'll be next year by the time these come up. So I'm always preparing for the next time, so it's something nice and high to go up on the side of this fence. That was the foxgloves down there, and you get rid of them. Sunflowers here as well. I'm going to pop them into the ground so that to get some height at the back. And this clematis, I got some for 50 pence at Wilco's, and it's alive, but I just don't know where to put it yet. And it's still in the bucket. It's in that little pot there, so I've got to be very careful with it. Grapevine, I've damaged the end of the grapevine here, which I'm a bit gutted at, to be honest. But that was the main runner as well. That's for next year's, that. But training it well. Like I say, I've got some grapes on, so I mean that there, don't need that. Get rid of that. There's a bunch on there. There's a bunch there as well. A bunch there. There's a bunch at the back there as well. So hey, grapes in the northeast outside, northeast of England, can be done. Pick a nice sunny spot for them. Got some more sunflowers. They're Kay's sunflower musical. So they're the sunflowers I got from there. I need to put them, find some room for them as well. Like I say, excuse the weeds, I haven't de-weeded across here. I've got all these ready to come up. These are all cosmos, so they're still yet to come up yet, just like this one here. This acer changes colours all the time. It's lovely. There's a few things in here which are yet to flower still. Like I say, they look a bit weedy. These brigadier cabbages, I just popped them out. I wasn't expecting nothing from them. The way they're growing in this back garden is great. As you can see, they're nice and healthy, nice and green. I'm not doing nothing special with them, so if I manage to get something out of them, might take one for the show for the MVS side. I don't know, so we'll look out for that. I've got black sunflowers at the back there, running all the way down across there as well. And like I say, I've got some zinnias across the front there. It looks a mess, but it is sort of organised. I got off Robert Reed. They're starting to show the buds now, you can see. So I'm going to get a nice show from these. I need to restring them again. I'm going to get a nice show from these this year. Also got some on this side as well. So a nice bigger head on there. There's two on there. Take the one off the side, so this one will get sorted out. Nice lily there. Just come up. Another dahlia, this canola, superb. I've got another 3 here as well. These two are the same. They are Winhome Diane. So that's a cutting from that one. And as you can see, it's thriving. It's doing really well. Pleased with the way that turned out. Just eating leeks in the back here. Like I say, it is a bit of a mess. I need to do a tidy up. These leeks, the Ellies, I wasn't expecting anything from them, but they're coming up. They're doing alright. I've got some rust on them, but they're outside what I expect. So they're doing alright. Other than that, I've got some more hanging baskets there as well. So I'm going to finish on that note there. So I'm just going to enjoy the sun for the rest of the day. That's me done for this week. It's a shame if I ended on that note with a car, but never mind. Got to get up and get on with it, as my mother likes to say. So I'm going to go and edit this video now and get it up onto YouTube. So thanks everybody for watching this week. I look forward to next week. I will be at work majority next week, but then the week after I'm off for a lot of time, so there'll be lots of work to be getting done, lots of time lapses, lots of things to be sorted out. I've got runners to take for the strawberries, lots to sort out with regards to tomatoes and things as well here, and also down the garden have a bit of general tidy up as well. But thanks for watching, and I'll say hopefully next time I see this we'll be hitting the 2,000 mark. Thanks for watching for that as well, and I'm just getting 175,000 views as well, so thumbs up. Right, catch us all next week. Watch what you're doing.